I'm all out of talk, but I'm still having to talk because I'm running out of time. So I don't have years upon years and the rest of this lifetime to give you. I don't have that kind of time to give you. I don't have that kind of time to keep waiting around for you to come around. So, we are calling Bollywood's Salman Khan in. We are calling you in, Salman. You're watching. Why you? Why you first? Well, aren't you brave? Don't you have that oomph about you, Salman? Yes, you do. I've seen it. Aren't you the daredevil? Aren't you a daredevil? Won't you do what no one else will do? Because that's what being a daredevil means. But also, let's be practical here. It's also because what you've just experienced in your life recently and the life events you've experienced recently regarding you getting death threats from that gang and gang members. Was it or is it the Lawrence Bishnoi gang? Yeah, that one. It it's been all over the news. And so you've experienced your life being at risk. You've experienced your life being under threat. So now you know what it feels like to have your life at risk, to have your life under threat. You know what it feels like. And because of that threat to your life, you have had to make some life adjustments. You have had to make some adjustments when it comes to your life and also how you move around in life and on the ground and in public. You receiving the death threats and them even coming round your house and shooting at the house. They even came round your house, your place of residence, and shot bullets at the house, at your house. I can imagine how frightening that could be. And that must have been for you and your family, your loved ones. I can imagine how frightening that would have been for you and your family and your loved ones. But that's why you had to make the adjustments that you had to make. That's why you had to make the life adjustments that you had to make. Like, for example, moving around with a lot of security personnel around you. It's almost like a security detail. And, you know, personal bodyguards. I don't know if you had or have one or more than one bodyguards, but you know what I mean. And then you had to go and get yourself a bulletproof and bomb proof vehicle to ride around in as well. So you had to take that security measure for yourself and your loved ones as well, if they've been using that same vehicle to move around as well or not, or maybe it's just for you, I don't know. But I suppose they could use it as well if they needed to. But that's how you've been having to move around in life because of the threats on your life. The point is, when something like that happens to you in your life, when something life threatening happens to you in your life like that, then obviously you have to make some life adjustments. You have to kind of adjust your lifestyle according to the needs of the circumstances you find yourself in. So you rose to the occasion, as they say. You rose up to those death threats against your life, and you took the necessary precautions and you took the necessary security measures that you needed to take in order to save yourself, in order to defend yourself and save yourself, right? And you're still alive and you're still walking around this earth alive and well. And of course, me and Jin Kumari helped you with that gang threat and the death threats coming from the gang. We helped those 3 last arrests being made possible from behind the scenes. The last 3 arrests that the police made of the gang members, me and Jin Kumari, especially Jin Kumari, helped with those last 3 arrests from behind the scenes. Whether you realize that or not, and whether that has sunk in yet or not, but that's what happened, Salman. Me and Jin Kumari helped you and helped save your life and helped with the last 3 arrests of the gang members by the police, by Jin Kumari working on it from behind the scenes and helping with it from behind the scenes. And of course, Jin Kumari works with me, so I asked her to help. And of course, she suggested that she could help with your situation, and I said, okay, go ahead. So, because she needed my go ahead because she's working with me primarily. But that's what happened there. So, if we could help, and if I could help save your life, and I already have, and we already have in that way from behind the scenes, in this scenario where your life was under threat, then why do you think that we couldn't help with the same scenario again if the same scenario was to arise again? Then we could help with that again. We even gave you the location and the flat number. Like, we gave you the address and the flat number of Lawrence Bishnoi's brother, Anmol Bishnoi, and where he was hiding. And of course, the police were looking for him to arrest him too, because, he's the big guy after Lawrence Bishnoi. And we gave you the location and the address. We gave you the flat number of Anmol Bishnoi, where he was hiding. So you could have him arrested and put away as well. But I don't know what you did with that information that we gave you. I still don't know if you even used it, if you even gave it to the police or not. Because if you had, then Lawrence Bishnoi's brother, Anmol Bishnoi, would have been put away as well, and would be out of your way and would not be a threat to you as well. But I don't know what you did with that information that we gave you, that I gave you. I still don't know. And if we can give you specific information like that in order to save your life, then what else are we capable of? So I didn't just talk about it. I, and of course, Jin Kumari, we put in the action behind it, and we helped save your life from behind the scenes. Whether you realize it or not, or whether you can still believe it or not, or whether it has sunk in yet or not, but that's what happened behind the scenes. And just because you could not see it doesn't mean that it didn't happen, because it did, because that's what happened. With the last 3 arrests of those gang members, that's what happened. We helped you with those arrests because we helped, Jin Kumari specifically helped the police. And also, Jin Kumari haunted, was that the last arrest? I'm not sure now, but she haunted one of them while he was in custody. enough to confess the truth or to come out with the information that the police needed. And I'm thinking it was regarding your lyricist, your movie Sikandar's lyricist. Who was that? Yeah, I'm having to look him up on Google again. Sikandar lyricist threatens Salman Khan. Mumbai police arrested Sohail Pasha for threatening Salman Khan. Pasha demanded rupees 5 crore ransom from the actor. Threats involved killing Khan. Yeah, so lyricist of song dedicated to Salman Khan arrested. A 23-year-old YouTuber Sohail Pasha was arrested for threatening Salman Khan, posing as the lyricist of a song dedicated to the actor. I don't know why they're saying posing as the lyricist. I don't know what that's about. And then the same thing here. The 24-year-old lyricist of a song in an upcoming Salman Khan film has been arrested for issuing a death threat. Yeah, so him, lyricist behind threat to Salman Khan, arrested. In a bizarre twist, the lyricist himself, Sohail Pasha, was identified as the sender. Pasha 24 allegedly sent the message to gain publicly. Well, it's right, him, Sohail Pasha. And who do you think was behind his arrest? It was Jin Kumari who helped with that arrest as well, because by that point she had asked me if she can, take you under her umbrella of protection as well. And I said, okay, that's a good thing. Go ahead. So, of course, she would have come around you and she would have scanned all the people around you. And then she could see that this Sohail Pasha was the one behind the death threat. And she helped with having Sohail Pasha arrested too, from behind the scenes. So if we can even scan all the people around you and let you know about the snakes slithering around you, as close as, someone connected to your movie and, the lyricist of your movie, that's someone pretty close in your surroundings that's being a snake. And if we can suss them out for you, and if we can let you know about the snakes slithering around you, as close as this snake was slithering around you, connected to your movie and to the movie song. I think, I'm not sure, but I think it's the theme song. It's the movie theme song, I think. So then, why do you think that we couldn't save your life, even from the people around you? Like your movie lyricist Sohail Pasha. Jin Kumari sussed him out and helped with his arrest. 2. As I said, we helped, and Jin Kumari helped with the last 3 arrests from behind the scenes. And Sohail Pasha was one of them. And he was that close to you. The song lyricist of your own movie. So why do you think that we couldn't protect you and we couldn't save your life in future as well, if it comes to that? And this is not just me talking here. As I said, we actually put in the action that was needed and necessary to make it happen. Just that we did it in a way where nobody could see it. So I'm sure even you yourself are still just sitting there, not really realizing that that's what happened behind the scenes, because you yourself couldn't see it, because obviously these are the things of the unseen and the invisible, but doesn't mean that they don't exist, and doesn't mean that it didn't happen, because it did. As I said, I don't just talk, I put the action behind the talk as well. And Jin Kumari is the same. She's very action oriented or action orientated. I guess one is British and one is American, pronunciation. But that's who I am, and that's who we are. We don't just talk, we also walk our talk. Isn't that the expression? Talk the talk, walk the talk. Talk the talk, walk the talk. You know, that's the expression. Talk the talk, walk the walk. I mean, that's the expression, you know. If you say that someone talks the talk but does not walk the walk, you mean that they do not act in a way they said so, or that agrees with the things they say. Yeah, so as I said, you know, I just don't talk the talk. I walk my talk too. And we just don't talk the talk. We walk the talk too, and we walk our talk too. Because I know, and we know, that this is serious. That what I'm asking for and what we are asking for, meaning the making of Prophet Muhammad and Aisha movie, is serious. I know that. We know that. And that's why we've proven to you, for now, in this way, from behind the scenes. And as I said, whether you realize it or not, whether you realize that that's what happened behind the scenes or not, but that's what happened. And we've already proven to you that that's what we are capable of. So, that's what we're capable of. Now, I've been trying to do this on my own, meaning promote the idea and promote the making of a movie on Prophet Muhammad and Aisha on my own here through my channel and through promoting my videos out there. But people are not getting it. And people are not realizing who I am when it's just me. And that's where you and other Bollywood megastars, superstars come in. Because you are my soul tribe, you are my soul family. We are all Arcturians here. So that's where someone like you comes in, Salman. And that's why I've been giving you the message, not just you, but other Bollywood superstars, megastars like Shah Rukh Khan as well, and others. I've already mentioned your names in previous videos. That God, the universe, the higher powers in the universe, the Arcturians, our soul family, and also our star family are calling you in to take up your jobs as messengers of God and come connect with me and come together with me, with us, to do this, to work together and to make this happen, to make this movie possible. Because people are not paying any mind to me, people are not paying any attention to me, people are not realizing who I am. And when I tell them who I am, they don't want to believe it. And okay, but that's why you are being called in to help with that. You are being called in as messengers, you Salman, but also Shah Rukh Khan and others. But you are being called in first, Salman, because of the reasons that I've just explained. And because you've already experienced your life being under threat. You've already experienced that scenario. Okay, you've already been going through it, and you've already made the life adjustments that you needed to make because of that threat to your life. So you are already in that position where at least you can come in first. And then once you come in, then you will encourage others to come in as well. Because once they see you come in, then maybe they will have the courage to come in as well. Because you're supposed to come in and help with the masses and help with the people. When it comes to the making of Prophet Muhammad and Aisha movie, you are supposed to be a messenger. You are supposed to be messengers too now. Because you need to take up your jobs of being messengers of God too now. That's why you are being called in. Because you already have a worldwide audience and people who pay attention to you and people who listen to you. And that's what you're supposed to come in and help with when it comes to the making of Prophet Muhammad and Aisha movie. And that's why you need to take up your jobs as messengers of God too now, because you're supposed to help with the masses, with the people when it comes to the making of Prophet Muhammad and Aisha movie. I hope that's clear now. I'm tired of talking, so I'm gonna wrap up this message here. You take care, and maybe I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Over and out for now.